From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have up to an inch of snow. It's going to be possible today in the Kittitas Valley. Could see some subtle accumulations in the Yakima Valley as well. But this is the culprit right here. We actually have multiple centers of low pressure. This is the main one in British Columbia, bringing that cold front. We're going to have colliding moisture and temperature boundaries all throughout this week, which is going to create, for the most part, very marginal chances of snowfall for lower elevations. Now, those chances are not going to be marginal today at all in the Kittitas Valley, a little bit more so in the Yakima Valley, but you see by 8 a.m., this is when we're going to be right in the thick of it. Now, around lunchtime, it looks like we're clearing out a little bit more for the valleys, but then here comes another round of snow into this evening. But it looks as if that's mainly going to be for the mountains, both the Cascades and the Blues, and then as we head into Tuesday morning, maybe another round of snowfall for mountains. Looks as if lower elevation is going to end up being pretty dry. So here are the snowfall totals we're expecting up to that point, 4 a.m. this morning to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Around an inch for the Kittitas Valley, around 0.1. So that would just be a tenth of an inch for Yakima, and then a few inches for our mountain passes. Okay, but we have multiple waves of snow in the forecast for this weekend. Here's the next wave, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Thursday. A little bit more for mountain passes this time, around a half a foot for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. Same thing for Tollgate. A few inches of snow for our US 97, US 395, and Interstate 84 passes, and maybe even getting some trace amounts for Pendleton and Walla Walla. Okay, but the biggest round of snowfall, at least for mountain passes, is going to be from 4 a.m. on Thursday to 4 a.m. next Monday, especially as we head into the weekend. But this is a preliminary forecast. This is subject to change. If this verifies, though, we're looking at around a foot of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. The same thing for Tollgate, around a half a foot for Blewett Pass, Sadis Pass, for Cabbage Hill and the Battle Mountain Summit. And yes, maybe getting some of those trace accumulations once again for the Kittitas Valley, for the Yakima Valley, and for the Blue Foothills. But you see the Tri-Cities and Hermiston going snowless, and we'll see how all this pans out. But a very tricky forecast all throughout this week. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely today, maybe a brief pocket of freezing rain tomorrow morning, then a chance of a wintry mix Wednesday and Thursday. In Yakima, a wintry mix likely today, then more marginal chances of snow for the rest of the week. In Ellensburg, up to an inch of snow possible today, less moisture to work with for the remainder of the week. And then for Hermiston, maybe some freezing rain tonight into tomorrow morning, then chances of a wintry mix Wednesday and Thursday. And finally for Walla Walla, also tracking the possibility of freezing rain tomorrow morning, then many chances of snow mixing in from Wednesday through next Monday at least.